The story everyone is talking about in the US today, and we have the latest updates right here. Welcome to USA News. If you don't want to miss what happens next, subscribe now. Here is what we know so far. 73-year-old hotel worker celebrates 40 years on the job, and her story is touching hearts across America. In a world where people change jobs every few years, one Kansas woman is proving that passion, loyalty, and kindness never go out of style. Meet Bev Huntsman, a 73-year-old hotel employee from Topeka, Kansas, whose incredible 40-year journey has captured the hearts of guests, coworkers, and now people across the country. For 4 decades, Bev has been the smiling face behind happy hour at the Endeavor Inn & Suites. Every evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., she's served drinks, shared stories, and most importantly, made people feel welcome. And according to Bev, it all started with a simple promise. When they hired me, they told me my job was to make sure everybody was happy from 5 to 7, she recalled. I said, I can do that. What no one could have imagined back in 1986 was that Bev would still be keeping that promise 40 years later. While many people count down the days until retirement, Bev says she actually looks forward to going to work every day. She describes the experience as a bottle of medicine, explaining that seeing good people and making new friends gives her energy and purpose. Over the years, she has become much more than an employee. To countless guests, she's become family. Many travelers return to the hotel year after year just to see Bev. Some send birthday cards, holiday gifts, and heartfelt messages thanking her for making their stays memorable. Others say she's the #1 reason they continue booking rooms at the hotel. According to hotel management, online reviews are filled with praise for Bev's warmth, kindness, and unforgettable personality. Perhaps the most emotional part of her story is the relationships she's built through the years. Bev has watched guests grow their careers, raise children, and even become grandparents. What began as simple customer interactions evolved into lifelong friendships. Then came a moment she never saw coming. On June 10, 2026, the hotel surprised Bev with a massive celebration honoring her 40th anniversary. Friends, coworkers, and longtime guests gathered to recognize her remarkable achievement. But the biggest surprise was waiting behind the bar. A glowing neon sign that read, Bev's Place. After spending 4 decades helping others feel special, Bev suddenly found herself in the spotlight. She described it as the greatest surprise of her life. After 40 years, I got my name in neon lights, she said with a laugh. The emotional celebration quickly sparked admiration online, with many people praising Bev as a reminder of values that seem increasingly rare today: dedication, positivity, and genuine human connection. Social media users called her inspiring, while others said her story proves that success isn't always measured by titles or wealth, but by the lives you touch along the way. And if you're wondering whether Bev plans to retire anytime soon, the answer may surprise you. When people ask her when she'll finally stop working, she jokes, "When I'm not in here anymore, you'll know I'm retired." In fact, she's already setting a new goal. After reaching the 40-year milestone, Bev says she's now aiming for 50 years. Even though she's currently recovering with a cast and has to hobble into work, she refuses to let that slow her down. For Bev Huntsman, this isn't just a job. It's a community. It's a family. It's a purpose. And as long as she can walk through those doors and put a smile on someone's face, her story isn't ending anytime soon. Sometimes the most inspiring stories aren't found on movie screens or in headlines about celebrities. Sometimes they're found behind a hotel bar in Kansas, where one woman has spent 40 years making sure everyone leaves a little happier than when they arrived. And that's exactly why America is falling in love with Bev Huntsman's story.